Om Sthapakaya cha dharmasya sarva dharmasvarupine avatara varishtaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha. Sri Ramakrishna was telling to Pratap, Shashadhar and all these people, one cannot realize truth by futile arguments and reasoning. Futile arguments and reasoning. Reasoning according to scriptures is permitted. Argumentative, if God is there, why there is suffering? Such questions are reasoning. Why I am doing so much of sadhana and nothing has happened to me yet? These questions, the reasoning and logic is there, but it is not applicable, it is not in the line of thinking. Line of the path of evolution, the path of attainment, spiritual attainments. There, with great faith in the truth, existence of God, and my own existence independent of body, and then my eternal relationship with God. These are the basic faiths with which we start the journey. And then I am all capable. I can renounce anything. I can do anything to attain the freedom, total freedom from nature. And it is not something that I am imagining out of myself, but enlightened souls are there who come and tell us, I am eternally free. You too can be. There is a transcendental realm, and the path how to go, they clearly specify, and in that line we have to keep moving. The reasoning, the way of reasoning, it is called vichara, vimarsha, and argument is called tarka. Tarkic way of thinking is not accepted. The one who am I? Am I this body? Am I this mind? How do I forget this body when I sleep? What exactly happens? Totally I am unrelated to body, and not even a memory remains when I enter into sleep. There is a physical body of mine. What happens exactly? Who am I in this body? In waking state, I identify with this body. In dream state, with dream body. In deep sleep, I don't know whether I exist or not. Where from I came? What is this universe? Is there a thing really called God? All this reasoning, the jignasu, mumukshu, I want eternal freedom. I want unending bliss and joy. How to attain this? These kind of vichara. Vichara, vimarsha are permitted. That is the way how we inquiry into the reality, not argumentative reasoning. That's why it's called futile arguments and reasoning. Sri Ramakrishna uses the term. Futile arguments and reasoning. In English, another term is used, hair-splitting arguments. Pratap, should not we reason any more then? Master, I am asking you not to indulge in futile reasoning, but reason by all means about the real and unreal, about the permanent and transitory. You must reason when you are overcome by lust, anger, and grief. Shashadhar, that is different. It's called reasoning based on discrimination. Viveka. Viveka is power of discrimination. I discriminate between real and unreal. Eternal, I want eternal joy. These are momentary pleasures of senses. I want to go beyond. I want to enter the realm of infinite eternal existence. Shashadhar, that is different. It's called reasoning based on discrimination. Master, yes. Discrimination between the real and unreal. Why do we call it unreal? Now what is happening? I am sitting before you and talking. It is not real. Because it was not there earlier, it is not going to be there after a few years. Which is appearing and disappearing, do you call it real? Time, it should not be for us anything in the spiritual world, anything to be called as real, it must be there forever, unaffected by time. That which appears with time and disappears in time, we don't call it real. Whole life, if you analyze and see, all the days you spent till today, it has gone away, never to be seen again. Every event of life, every moment of life that we spend is a passing show. It is appearing and disappearing. Yesterday has gone. Every moment is entering into past and disappearing forever. Memory remains for short time. That also goes away. In the life next, there won't be the memory of the past life even. And how to call it as real? All sat in silence. Again the master spoke, addressing the Pundit. Master, formerly many great men used to come here. Shashadhar, you mean rich people? Master, no, great scholars. In the meantime, the small car of Jagannath had been brought to the veranda. Inside the car were images of Krishna, Balram and Subhadra. They were adorned with flowers, gardens, jewelry and yellow apparel. Balram was a sattvic worshipper. There was no outward grandeur in his worship. Outsider did not even know of this car festival at his house. The master and devotees went to veranda. Sri Ramakrishna pulled the car by rope. Then he began to sing. See how all Nadia is shaking under the waves of Gauranga's love. From discrimination we are entering into love. Sri Ramakrishna was about to tell something. Formerly, many great people, men used to come here. Shashadhar, do you mean rich people? What have you got to do with rich people? We want spiritual stalwarts who can walk with courage on this earth. Penniless sadhus who are got the wisdom and who are transcended the whole nature, loved God and loving God. They are rich in spirit and not rich in material aspects. Master, no, great scholars, well versed in scriptures, noble people by life, and vast wisdom. When it's car festival, Jagannath car festival, Rathotsava, Ratha is to be pulled by rope. So when this came, the whole plate changed. Another song has begun. Sri Ramakrishna pulled the car by rope and he began to sing. See how all Nadia is shaking under the waves of Gauranga's love. This interventions of songs takes us to a realm that stands in between the eternal and the relative. The relative existence, the whole universe, and the beyond eternal, unchanging reality. There is a bridge like, and this is what we are seeing. The songs give beautiful transformations, a beautiful backing for the things that are going on. Suddenly how it links, you see, how the intellect works, mind works, when it works properly to lead us to the divine. Immediately a song appears, which describes the whole scene of the reality, what has happened. He sang again. Nadia is the place where Gauranga lived, born. He sang again. Behold the two brothers, Gauranga and Nityananda, have come who weep while chanting the Hari's name. The brothers who, in return for blows, offer to sinners the Hari's love. Sainthood. The saints, they are immersed in God. Sometimes they feel clear living presence. Sometimes God comes and plays with them. Sometimes they feel themselves far off from God when they don't have the vision. And they weep. Where are you? Where are you? And on the other side, the world doesn't keep quiet. Wherever you are, the world is such a thing that even to saints they have not left, teasing, beating, giving pains, harming in any possible way. All this continuing, you see, and in return to all that, they give their love and blessings. They give them, bestow upon them the love of God. The way in which they tolerate, the way in which they react, the way in which they bless, the way in which they bear all pains of life, it makes them wonder and it makes them truly undergo great transformations, because it is very rare thing to see people accepting suffering joyfully. When evil people come also, good people come also, bad people come also, various types of people with various tendencies, when they come, they see the divine coming to them. They accept as it is the world and see it as a divine Leela going on. And it is not imagination. What they actually perceive, what we see as the materialistic world, is God in its real existence, but we are not able to see it. It is just like any other object. So many things in this world, so many people, so many living beings, so many species, so many varieties. And can you think of this being God? Yes, except God, nothing is there. Just dissociate yourself with your bodily existence. Keep the awareness in fullness and look at this world. Just like when you are in dream world, some person comes to you in dream, you are enjoying a dream. So many things are happening, amusing things, dances, music, so many things are happening. Celebrations are going on. You are participating in all, joyfully moving about. Free food is supplied. You have no worries to think. You have perfect health. You have everything comfortable with you. Somebody comes and whispers in your ear, you are in dream world. This is not real. You stare at him in the dream itself. What nonsense you are talking. Am I not seeing? Am I not experiencing? What I experience, do you call it false? Go away from here. But when we wake up, when we see where the world has gone, it was all mind. One mind has become a world. Same way, exactly, one God has become this world. There I identify with a dream body created by my mind. And so the dream world real. I identify with that body and the world looks real. Similarly, in this waking state, I identify with this physical body and this another dream world. God has become a dream world and I'm a part of it. And then I'm experiencing this world of sukha dukkha, pains and pleasures. Once we wake up from this dream and enter the realm transcendental, then we all that was going on was a dream, a divine play. Just like mind plays has the unique capacity to become itself a world, God too has become. God too has the unique power to become this world. Then the reality shines forth. We are moving from lower truth to higher truth. Sri Ramakrishna danced with the devotees. The musician and his party joined the master in music and dancing. How nice it would be to forget the world, to not worry about what people would say, because nobody is going to be there. When we were still young, some arguments come up. We are children going to school. One says this is like this, another says this is not like this. And suppose history regarding history or this, that, and why did it happen? Each has his own opinion, and when that argument gets heated up, then Father will come and tell, oh, neither you will be there, nor here none of you will be there, none of us will be there. Why this argument? Nobody whose witness was there is there now. The things have happened and gone, and arguments alone are remaining. So this, any fighting also, why do you fight? Neither you will be there, nor you will be there, he will be there. By singing and dancing for God, what people will think? Don't think. Neither he will be there, nor you will be there. What you have done, what man thinks, what man sees, is not what the man. What man does is the man. Whatever I do, I am that. I may say many things. I am not that. What man says is not he. We cannot judge a man through his words, but through his act we can judge him. What he thinks also, that is not the man. Thoughts come and go. Every moment it is changing. What I was thinking 10 days back, I am no more think. That situation never arises. What man thinks is not he. What he says is not he. What he does is he. So don't worry when an occasion comes to sing and dance in the name of God. Shameless you dance. And don't worry, don't look at that, nor let not that come into your mind also. Forget yourself in the thought of God and be free. The musician and his party joined their master in music and dancing. Soon the whole veranda was filled with people. The ladies witnessed the scene of joy from the adjoining room. They used not to come in presence of men. Women would be screened inside. When they come out with gungat and sit in a corner. Usually there will be a thin screen separating. When the programs are going on like this, they sit and witness the whole thing. It appeared as if Chaitanya himself were dancing with his devotees, intoxicated with divine love. These things we will never see in our lives, because a person who enters into ecstasy in the thought of God, we are so far not coming after Sri Ramakrishna's coming and going. There might have been a few unseen, as if in forest areas. There were many, even one of the earlier pontiffs of our Sringeri Math, he used to be in ecstasy. He would not know where is he. The food that was kept from the windows for him would remain as it is. And that would be, there is no more. It would get dried up. He is in ecstatic state, dancing alone, closing his door. Days and nights would pass in thought of that divine who is lost in it, and body is just in sometimes sitting unaware of himself. God alone is there, no person. Sometimes it will be otherwise. He is dancing in ecstasy. But at least in normal life of humans, we have never been able to see what ecstatic state is. It was not yet dusk. Sri Ramakrishna returned to the drawing room with the devotees. Master to Shashadhar. This is called Bhajanananda, the bliss of the devotees in worship of God. Worldly people keep themselves engrossed in the joy of sensuous objects of woman and gold. Through worship, devotee receive the grace of God and then his vision. Then they enjoy Brahmananda, the bliss of Brahman. Bhajanananda and Brahmananda. Bhajanananda is dancing and singing, forgetful of one's own identity, and is lost in the presence of God. And when God gives him vision, and the whole thing, it transcends the nature and stands beyond, experiencing the joy. It is called Brahmananda. Shashadhar and devotees listen to these words with rapt attention. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.